How are you all this morning? I'm fine, thank you. You may take your seat. A special good morning is going out to all our receiving schools in the Eastern Highlands Province, in Bougainville Province, Central Province, and not forgetting the students listening out there in East Sepik Province, and also throughout Papua New Guinea. We welcome you once again to our 2005 school year through the classroom teaching and learning through distance education TV program. This year will be a challenging year. So on behalf of the Department of Education, I'd like to challenge all my teachers out there in the receiving schools, all the students. I would like to encourage all of you to work together with your teachers through TV and also those teachers as facilitators out in the field. This year, we will be taking on 3 new subjects. For grade 6, we'll be taking on personal development, grade 7, making a living, and grade 8, social science. With that, on behalf of the Department of Education, I welcome you all, and you have a happy teaching this year, teachers, and happy learning to all the grade 6, 7, and 8 students throughout Papua New Guinea. Thank you.
Good morning, 8Cs, receiving school students and teachers.
Good morning, Miss Irma.
You may take your seats. Thank you. Right, I'd like to welcome you all to another year of broadcasting lessons through TV for social science. I'm Miss Salome Irima, and I'll be taking you grade 8s for social science. Welcome to grade 8 social science. Oh dear. All right. Last year we looked briefly at the strands. What I'll be doing is I'll be taking you through the content or the overview of this subject, social science, and we'll be looking at what you will be learning, right, throughout this year. All right, there are 4 strands, okay? 4 strands: environment and resources, organization, culture, and integrating projects. All right, so let's say for each of these terms, we can look at each strand. So for example, term 1, we'll look at environment and resources. Term 2, organization. Term 3, culture. Term 4, integrating projects. But this, to the teachers out there, the last strand, integrating projects, it can be taught on its own or it can be applied in the other 3 strands. All right, let's look at the strands and the substrands. Okay, for each of the strands, we have the substrands. For example, environment and resources, the substrand for environment and resources is people and environment. All right, organization, we have social and economic organization. Culture, we have cultural expression. Integrating projects, we have societies and communities. All right, let's look at these strands and see what it's all about. Okay, can we have the first strand? We'll have okay. Could you read what this strand is all about, please?
Environment and resources. All environments have resources. Information about local, national, and global environment. Interaction between people and their environment. Ways to sustain local, national, and global.
All right, very good. Let's move on to the next strand. Could we have our friend to read, please? Organization, what is it all about?
Organization. People organize themselves to protect their environment, contribute to participate in national and global society, promote productivity and harmonious local, national, and global communities by active participation.
All right, thank you. The third strand, culture. What are you going to be looking at in culture?
Culture. Culture is the life people live together, obtain skills and knowledge to create a better society, celebrate local, national, and international cultures by participating and reflecting on cultural events, ritual, ceremony, and practices.
All right, thank you. And let's have the last strand, integrating projects, please. What is it about? Thank you.
Integrating projects. Integrate the other three strands at the local, national, and the global level. Apply skills and knowledge in an integrated way in a meaningful situation.
All right, very good. So we've just looked at the four strands and what it's all about. Huh? All right, let's move on. All right, in this strand, environment and resources, we have 13 learning outcomes. Now, these learning outcomes are sort of like objectives which you students will be working towards to achieve. All right. So there are 13 learning outcomes for this year, 2005. All right, learning outcome number 1, 8.1.1. Who's got that learning outcome? Can you read, please?
Compare and contrast the main physical environments of the world and describe the effects and process that have formed them.
Can you read again, please?
Compare and contrast the main physical environments of the world and describe the effects and processes that have formed them.
Okay, good. All right, that's learning outcome 8.1.1. All right, you'll be comparing and contrasting the main physical environments of the world, and you'll be describing the factors and processes that have formed them. For example, volcanic activities, okay, tectonic plates, tsunamis, how do they occur? All right, so we'll be going through these processes. All right, next outcome, please. 8.1.2, can we have, who's got 8.1.2? Read quickly.
Analyze how physical environment influence human settlement patterns in the world.
All right, good. 8.1.3. Good. All right, next outcome. Two problems. Okay, good. The next, oh, sorry, learning outcome 8.1.5, please.
Identify and describe the causes and effects of hazardous natural events in other parts of the world and describe how people respond to them.
Okay, everyone look up here. All right, looking at the next strand, organization. All right, learning outcome 8.2.1. Class, read.
Identify and describe the form and origin of contemporary traditional and constitutional government
In other parts of the world. Okay, next outcome, please.
outline conditions that have led to present-day international
Forms of trade and government. Next.
such changes to government or trade that
International level. All right, next strand, culture. Okay, that's a third strand. All right, culture, the learning outcome 8.3.1. Can I have someone to read, please, quickly? Eunice.
Compare elements of other national cultures with our own.
With our own. Good. Charlie, can you read the next outcome, learning outcome for culture?
Identify key elements that shape international culture.
All right. And the last outcome for that strand.
Participate in international culture.
All right, participate in international culture. Okay. Now the next, okay, the last strand. All right, last strand, integrating projects. Learning outcome 8.4.1. Class, read.
use the social science process to describe another nation and to propose ways
region. International affairs. All right. Okay, can we have Esther, can you read please the last?
Use the social science process
outcome
to describe another nation and to propose ways for Papua New Guinea to contribute more to the region.
Okay, good. The last one. Umba, please, can you read? All right, thank you. So 8Cs, receiving school students and teachers. So out of all these learning outcomes, all right, we've just gone through them. There are 13 learning outcomes. You will be working towards these outcomes, okay, to achieve at the end, all right? So there are a lot of, there are 13 learning outcomes which you will, all right, you will be working towards, okay, to achieve. So anyway, that brings us to the end of our introductory lesson for today. All right, for the receiving teachers, your resources for our next lesson. Of course, you will need your social science upper primary syllabus, social science teacher's guide, this upper primary outcome-based chart for grade 6 to 8. And in our next lesson, we'll be looking at what is a physical environment. All right, our keyword for today's lesson is outcomes. All right, thank you 8Cs, receiving students and teachers. And I hope you have a nice day today. Or you all have a nice day today.
You're welcome, Miss Kirima.